In the previous video, we understood why NumPy is widely used in data science. Today we start working with it. This video is important because most beginner mistakes in machine learning come from misunderstanding shape and dimensions. So today we will cover how to create NumPy arrays, what dimension means, what shape means, what size means, and what dtype means. Let's start. First import NumPy. Now create a simple NumPy array. Print it. Let's run this program to see the output. You will see something that looks like a list, but it's not a list. Let's confirm it by printing the type of array. Let's run the program to see the type. It prints numpy.ndarray. This is the core object of NumPy. In NumPy, dimensions tell you how many access are needed to describe the data. It is about structure, not how many numbers you have. If we create a NumPy array using a single list of numbers and check its dimension, the output will be 1. It's a flat structure. You access values using one index. If only one axis exists, so it is 1D. But what if we write it like this and print the dimensions? Now it will be print 2 since it is 2D array. Because now NumPy sees one row and three columns. Even though it's a single row, it has a row axis and a column axis. So structure is important. Let's add one more row in this and print. Here it will also print 2 since it is clearly a 2D array. You can access elements using. It has two axes. Axis 0 is rows and axis 1 is columns. Now let's go one step further and create a 3D NumPy array and print the dimensions. When I run the program, it should print 3. Now we have 3 axes. You can imagine it like multiple matrices stacked together or layers. Now let's understand what is shape in NumPy. Shape tells you how data is arranged along each axis or how many elements are there in each axis. When you write this, NumPy returns a tuple. Each number in that tuple represents the size of one axis. Let's create a 1D NumPy array and print its shape. It should print 4 in a tuple since there is 4 elements. This means there is one axis. That axis has 4 elements. So it's a single line with length 4. Now let's do the same for a 2D array. Create a 2D array and check its shape. It should print 2, 3. This means axis 0 has 2 elements and axis 1 has 3 elements. In practical terms, 2 rows and 3 columns. Now structure becomes visible. Let's do the same for 3D array. Create a 3D array and print its shape. It should print 2, 2, 2. Let's run this code. As we can see, it prints 2, 2, 2. This means axis 0 has 2 blocks, axis 1 has 2 rows, and axis 2 has 2 columns. Now data is organized in 3 directions. Now let's understand what size means in NumPy array. Create an array and print its size. When you run this, it prints 6 because the array contains 6 elements in total. So size is equal to total number of elements in the array. It doesn't look at rows, columns, or structure. It only counts how many values are present overall. Now let's understand dtype. Dtype tells you what type of data is stored in NumPy array. Let's print the dtype of current array. It might say int 64. If you mix types, NumPy automatically converts everything to float. Why? Because all elements must be same type. This makes memory predictable and operations faster. NumPy gives us built-in constructors to create arrays quickly. Let's walk through the mostly used ones. First is create zeros. Let's understand how to create NumPy array filled with zeros. Start by importing NumPy. np.zeros tells NumPy to create an array filled with zeros. 2, 3 defines the shape, 2 rows and 3 columns. So NumPy creates a 2 by 3 matrix and fills every position with 0. Next is create ones. np.ones create an array filled with ones. 3, 3 means 3 rows and 3 columns. NumPy builds a square matrix where every value is 1. Next is create a range of numbers. Let's understand how to create a range of numbers. For that, we use this function. First value is start, second value is stop, and stop value is not included here. So this generates numbers from 0 to 9. If you want a step size, type. Now it jumps by 2 each time. Next is create evenly spaced numbers. First value is start, second value is end, and the third value is total numbers needed. NumPy divides the interval evenly and includes the end value. Before moving forward, try this. Create a 3 by 4 array of zeros, check dimension, shape, size and type. If you understand these 4 properties, you understand the structure of NumPy arrays. So today we learned how to create arrays, what dimension means, what shape means, what size means, and what dtype means. In the next video, we will start accessing elements using indexing and slicing. Thanks for watching. I am Aksa Zafar and on MLTude, I teach data science and machine learning in a simple step-by-step way. Practice a little and I will see you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to MLTude for more AI and machine learning tutorials.